I am bonding with you, Yusuf, because we were both born in the same year, so the gods are with us. Let me just say that I think the one thing I really want to, he's had such a remarkable career, but what I do want to emphasize that he spearheaded a new music production business in Cairo after he had to leave Sudan, called Hassad Productions, and it's that company which became the biggest production house in the history of Sudanese music, creating 45 albums, over 400 songs by 35 singers, including some of the greatest names in Sudanese music. And he is now based in Monterey, California. He's directed a number of landmark projects in Sudanese music, including a full orchestra recording by Mohammed Wardi in 1998 and the extraordinarily ambitious 2007 Sudan Festival of Music and Dance in New York. He's going to speak with us about the influence of music in Sudan.
Thank you. The influence of music in Sudan, I think, is huge. And we can take three parts: the economy part, the social part, the politics part. For example, from the economic perspective, we have the women that they serve in the areas that are not in the capital, in Darfur or in Kordofan or in the north, in the east. They work hard to make their livings, to help their family in situations that they are very, very, very difficult. But still, they're using singing as a part of that, make them, energize them, make them able to do that hard work, that part. The other part, which is a social one, in Sudan, for example, if we take the example of the marriages, the weddings, the groom in Sudan used to have a very hard training for different dances that came from different places, the bride, from different places from Sudan, okay? And then, like, sometimes it goes to maybe 20 or 22 dances to different songs. And then there is a show. At the end, all the people gather to see that fantastic show with the groom standing in front of the bride and doing some tradition things that please the people and show the happiness and show how music can also make the wedding better and nice. Then let's go to the political part, because the political part is showing exactly how Sudanese musicians and singers, they have views. Most of the time it came in advance before the politicians. Every time they sing a type of song that has a lyrics telling about what should happen in Sudan, what will happen in Sudan, and then before the politicians can think about that. Many Sudanese singers have done many type of songs that prove that musicians and singers can do some things politicians cannot do. I will come to one part. I will give example of myself, for example. When this government came to Sudan through military coup, and then the war started between the north and the south, I composed a song that I wrote the lyrics, is talking about peace. At that time, anyone talking about peace in the north, that means he's going to be a criminal. He's going to be taken to jail. Okay? And then, after that, still, many other singers, they did some songs that against a government that against democracy. I did a song called Gangsters of Modern Time. Okay? And then also about what's happening in different places in Sudan. The child of the Sudanese, they suffered from hunger, poverty, all these things. I had a song that sung by Muhammad Wardi and Mustafa Sid Ahmed and myself, child of the sailboat. I'm the child that lives, I'm the child that lives in griefs, I'm the brood engulfed in griefs. For my long life, there is no tomorrow. For my short life, no promise but sorrow. My whole grown on no reprieves. Where I start is always where I finish. That's the outline of the meaning of that songs. And what I want to say that the art of music in Sudan contributing everything in the life of the Sudanese. Okay, and people of Sudan, they love the music, they encourage their musicians. To be united, we as musicians, we want that badly. And I remember, music is making a good relation between parts of Sudan. I am, as a musician, a singer, the first letter from a fan came from Juba, South Sudan. And that was a very, very difficult song that I can't sing it in the wedding parties, for example, because it is very hard song with modulation, with contrary motion between the instruments, and that. When I received that letter, I was very proud because it came from a girl from South Sudan, 1980. So I'm very proud of that, and that's the way we want to live with all the part of our country, with love, with peace, with fairness, with everything good for our people. We don't need any wars in Sudan. Thank you.